everybody. Gunner and I are out here. We've been idling around for the last half hour or so. Figure we would get the motor on the new Lowe broke in. And we're gonna stop and take a break and see if we can't catch us a fish. So we'll see what happens. Had to take Gunner for a little potty break. So we came back here where I generally film my clear water videos. There we go. I never catch any fish back in this pocket, which is why I must have felt the need to come back here and try. Got the Googan Squad Green reaction rod going. Figure the action of it make for a perfect chatterbait rod. Also use it for a good crankbait rod, spinnerbait rod. Got it paired up here with this Lowe's Mach 2. I've been spending most of the day just idling around at various RPMs. During the first hour of operation, you idle between 1,000 and 3,500 RPMs at varying times and speeds. Then during the second hour, you idle around up to 4,500. My trolling motor down here. I want to get turned here because I want to kind of stay out in the middle, but you can see how crystal clear that water is. I think I've caught one small bass on this reaction rod on a little clutch, but it was super early in the year and still cold. But I tell you what, if you're a member of Shop Carl's and can get this for $80, it is a great value. I mean, this thing is awesome. It looks sweet. Matched up with this Lowe's Mach 2. It's like a perfect match. And if you're looking for a good chatterbait combo, man, it's hard to beat this. I mean, it's beautiful. But you can feel that chatterbait all day long. It's my #1 go-to. The funny thing is, I'm so used to being in my kayak after not having a boat for about, I don't know, 8 years, I think. I can sit here and talk and cast and fish and do everything I need to do and maneuver the boat around or maneuver the kayak around. But no, I'm actually sitting in the boat having to deal. Oh, there's a fish right there. Look at that. Boat flip. Get up here. I should have had my net, but there we go. Little bass to start the day. Little one. Little dinker coming to hit the chatterbait. Missed it completely. All right, a little chatterbait action. The Zaco trailer. Let's get him back in there. Gunner was like, "Hey, what the heck was that? You want to get off my rod, bro? You want to get off my rod, bro? Hey, hey, there's only one captain in this boat, and you ain't it. Come on, scooch, scooch. Listen, mister, you're in my way." All right, I think it's the first bass I've ever caught back in this little pocket. Even though I know they got to be in here. Now I've got some bigger ones out on the point. My son, youngest son, a few years ago, caught like a 3.5 pounder around that area where I caught that. On the other side of that rock point, where I caught that fish at the end of the year last year. But we're gonna make some deeper or some longer casts back over the top of that grass if Mr. Gunner decides not to jump out of the boat. And we'll see if we can get some more fish coming up to play out of that grass back there. It's really clear water. So if I make long casts, I should be able to draw them in from a good ways away. I love that Zaco because of the action it gives. I don't like putting paddle tail baits like the Saucy Swimmer on the back of chatterbaits or spinner baits because I think the action takes away from the blade of the chatterbait. Those are better off, to me, those are better off running on, you know, as swim baits themselves. Either that or you cut the paddle of the tail off. Good. Come on, dude. I can't see where the head of my trolling motor is. Somebody wants to get in the action. Are you going to be a TV star, mister? Is that what you're trying to do? You going to be the star? Let me just lower my rod down so you can be the man of the hour here. See if I can get some longer casts back there. Maybe find us another bass or three. That's the first. We got a Debo Dink as the first fish of the day. First fish of the day. So I just did two tributes right there. The Debo Dinker for Debo's Fishing. Big fan of Debo, bass fisherman, tackle man out of Iowa. And singing of the first fish of the day is a tribute to old lady angler who lives down in Florida, fishes out of a kayak. I'm going to drop a link to both of their channels in the description below. You should check them both out. Debo does a lot of tackle reviews and fishes with his good buddy Rand Dizzle. Put on some great live streams. An old lady angler. Do I have it? Oh, it was a fish. I was like, he was motorboating. You gonna give him a kiss? Well, don't bite him. You can give him a kiss. No, no, no snacks. Another Debo Dink. Anyway, old lady angler is a kayak fisherman, a fisherwoman, out of Florida. And she puts out great fishing vids if you're into kayak fishing. If you're interested in the KBF, there is another one. I am just pulling all the dinkers out of here. Look at that. Oh, self-release. Anybody else over there? Holy cow. It's like Fish Nugget City. Tell you what, this little reaction rod, tearing them up. See if there's anybody bigger over there. I can see that fish in the water. Come here. I need to get my camera so I can get a picture of the Debo Dink. Got my power and everything for the fish finder all hooked up, and the mounts and everything else. I went to put the transducer on, and then I discovered this new style of trolling motors. If you don't have the one that's got like the little pull cord on it, mine you can actually put a remote control on it and drive it with a remote instead of your foot. But the way that works is that housing right there turns the shaft left and right, so you can see there. But normally you would take a transducer cable and run it along that shaft. Well, because of the way that thing is designed, it has to go around the outside of it. So some people, you know, you can buy the one like this one. It wasn't so much meant to have a front, you know, fish finder on it, but what I've seen people with this model do is they'll take an air compressor hose, cut the ends off of it and slice it open, put their transducer cable into that, and that makes it coiled like that cable. So then it can run down and not interfere. It can go around the outside of the trolling motor and down to the where you mount it. And so, you know, yet one more thing to do. I didn't want to upgrade to a $1,500 trolling motor that would require me to add another 12-volt battery and another battery charger just to have a working solution. I'm just doing the inexpensive version, using what I have. Boy, I thought I was getting hit right there, but let's come across the top of a piece of grass. But we'll get that done here in the weeks to come, and that way we can have the front fish finder hooked up, and then I'm going to replace the one that come on the back of this with another Humminbird, but it's got side imaging. So I'll probably do all that wiring up this week, but we've got the charity event going on. Caught a nice 5-pounder to start the day with that. Of course, pounds don't mean anything in kayak tournaments. It's about the length of the fish. So for that, it was a 19-inch fish, which is pretty good here in Indiana. There are some folks that's got, you know, lakes with pretty good bigger fish in the 20, an occasional 21-inch fish. Those are mondos here. But hey, I'm happy to be on the board. I will get out probably this week and go to another local lake that's over by my dad's and try to add 4 dinks to the board, so I round out my 5 fish. You know, I get in that 60-inch range and be in touch, and then I can work on replacing those 12-inchers with bigger ones throughout the rest of the month. But we'll be mixing it up. I'm going to continue to break the motor in for the boat on this Googan Squad reaction, throwing a chatterbait. Now, some people may ask why I'm not throwing a clickbait. I throw chatterbaits. I don't mess around with other thunder crickets and clickbaits and all that. I am a chatterbait. I am a full believer in the chatterbait. So I got a bunch of clickbaits to give away. I got a bunch of stuff to give away. We'll be doing a lot of that in April. We'll be giving this away. Who wants to win this? I also have a Googan green finesse rod with a Mach 2 reel that I'm going to give away. I don't know which one I'm going to give away first. I don't know how I'm going to pick a winner yet. We'll figure something out. Maybe I'll take the comment that I like the most. Because we're collecting baits to give away for folks around here that I'm going to be fishing with or that I run into. But you, the community, makes that happen by watching, clicking the like button, sharing the videos, leaving comments. Don't know how well my audio is working because of the wind, but the wind does help the fishing. Somebody in here is going to be hungry, and it's not just going to be Gramps. But as I was saying, you, the community, the folks who watched the YouTube, that helps me generate a little bit of income, that's what allows me to go get stuff to give away. I don't need the YouTube dollars. I'm going to take the dollars and invest it back into this channel, and I'm going to do giveaways because I want folks who want to learn how to fish to have the means to do so. One of our recent winners won the Go-To bundle, has a nephew. He didn't need it, and that's who he gave it to. So that's what we need to do, is find more deserving folks, younger folks, folks new to fishing. But I'm gonna give that spinning combo away first, and I don't care what it costs to ship the rod. I know shipping rods is expensive, but we're building a community here using my channel, and I want us to all work together, help those who don't know how to fish learn how to fish. You know, make it possible for some other folks out there to go out and make some memories with their family or friends. You know, you might have a grandkid or a kid or a cousin if you're younger, or nephew or niece. If you're already into fishing and you want to have a way of helping them out, getting them hooked up, that Googan green spinning rod would be a great rod and reel combo for somebody just getting started out. I'll throw in a little bait package, and this I'll probably give away in a live stream, and it'll be some random night, and it'll be for those who happen to be in the stream that night. Since you take the time out of your busy schedule to watch and comment and chit chat with me and my brother. I wish that wind would come back. But before we do that, I have another giveaway I'm gonna do, and that's like a starter kit, and I'll do that in the next live stream. I may have that next live stream before this video gets published, so it may not even be a thing. But I need to get moving down this bank because it's Easter Sunday. I need to get back to the house because I got to work tomorrow. But I do want to go ahead and catch that one bigger fish that I know is still up here. Not that I've seen him or anything, but I just know there's one around. Look at Gunner, he knows there's one around. Come on, 3-pounder. You know you're in here somewhere. Why don't you get on up in this boat? You up there cruising along them rocks? Is that where you at? I guess we'll go down to the other side of that culvert and then call it a day. Get some more idle time in, heading back. But again, these Googan Squad rods, and I can't believe this green. I mean, it is a quality rod. It's really well made. This hand grip design is awesome. These Japanese blanks are really nice. And I don't care what anybody says, they can make rods in the USA and all that, but they're doing it with the carbon fiber that they're getting from Japan to build their rods, which is very evident in the Shimano brand of rods and Daiwa, I think. But I mean, you pick this up off of Shop Carl's for $80 shipped. That is insane. I mean, I can't get over how impressed I really am with this thing. But Gramps, why would you give it away? Well, that's why I bought it. I want to get more folks into fishing. We're collecting stuff to help other people around me, but this is for the channel. The channel generates a little bit of income, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to give back to the channel. The bigger we get and become over time, you know, the more I can do. I ain't trying to be the Lunkers TV or the Lake Fork guy or any of those guys. If I was going to model myself after somebody. No, don't get me wrong, I like following those guys because I love the video production that they do. You know, for me, it's like a younger version of the Bill Dances, Roland Martins. They're not so much about teaching, but they put out videos that are fun to watch, you know, especially John B. and Lunkers, because they do like outdoors adventures kind of thing. And that to me is awesome because it gets kids into fishing. Same with Milliken, Justin Royal, you know. I don't fall for any one team. I like them all. They all promote fishing. But the two people I like, if I was going to model myself after anybody, it'd be Creek Fishing Adventures, because John is just the most humble guy who just likes to fish, and he started out just fishing creeks. Yep, I think I found a branch. But I love John's videos from Creek Fishing Adventures, because I mean, that's literally how he started out. But I love everything about John's channel because he is a humble guy who just likes to fish. You can tell he started his channel with no intention of just filming himself having fun and sharing his love and passion. And you can tell every fish he catches, it's like he caught his first fish. It doesn't matter if it's a dink or a 6-pounder. But that's the kind of guy, you know, he is. And I actually met some local YouTubers because he came up and fished with another local here in my hometown, and I ended up, you know, finding out about 3 or 4 other YouTubers and fishermen around here that I'd love to get together with and fish with this year. And I actually saw John fishing a kayak tournament. He's got an Old Town kayak like I have. I've actually got some stuff that I've got that I'm gonna send to him to help him out a little bit. Oh, there's a fish. Oh yeah, here we go. You ain't big enough for the net. You ain't big enough for the net. All right, homie, get out of the way. All right, that's a good sign. So yeah, these little pockets. Come on, come around here so I don't hit you with the pole. I don't want to smack you when I'm trying to set the hook. I do have to keep an eye on the water because I don't have a front fish finder, so I can't see how deep it is. And the other guy I really like to watch is Richard Jean, the Fishing Machine, because he's not producing a TV show. He just goes and fishes, and he is fun to watch. He is the model to me of where I want to be when I retire. Just out having fun, making some videos. All right, we popped over to the other side to make a few casts on the sunny side of the water before we get on out of here. The water is super clear. Another dinker. Oh, don't do that. I high sticked him. He was so little I reeled him all the way up. I should leave him on his bait. Yeah, you definitely want to keep the line a little loose so you don't high stick your rod and break the tip off. He decided he wanted to take a nap. He's had some adventures. Today was his first time ever on a boat. He's finally happy to be able to venture from the house. He's been cooped up all winter, but being a little puppy. Now he's over 6 months old. Get out and have him some more fun. Come out and hang out with Gramps on the boat. Do some things. This lake is known for being a place of 1,000 dinks, but there are some occasional decent ones come out of here. I kind of watch the results from the local bass tournaments here. Catch the occasional 3, 4, and 5 pounder. I see probably out deep would be my best guess. This place gets 30 feet deep in places. Gives them big bass place to hide. Of course, I guess them boys that's going to invest in the Panoptics is going to have a good time coming out here. This is pretty much a perfect bait for this place. Water as clear as it is, coming over the top of this grass. Another month or so, we'll probably catch 100 dinks in a day. The little ones are coming up and hitting it. Just need to find a little bit bigger ones. I'll get out here after work one of those nights, like on a Thursday night or a Friday night where I don't have to work the next day, and fish it all the way till dark. Get down there by that dam, we'll probably catch some good ones. I got some grass or something on there. Yep, twig. That's how sensitive this rod is. You can feel it. I knew it wasn't right. I think this rod is definitely undervalued. It's worth a lot more than they're charging for it. Came down into one of these pockets. It was pretty awesome. Take that all day long. That's a better fish. Come here. Another pounder. Maybe 1.5 pounds. A little bit bigger than a dink. I'll take it. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this rod's super sensitive. You can tell when you got a bite. You can tell when you're touching grass. You can tell when you're fouled by weed or stick or piece of grass. Another beautiful Easter Sunday out here on the water. I am moving kind of fast because the sun's going down quick and we're going to lose light. Plus I got to get home and get the boat put away, get ready for the work day tomorrow. But we'll be back at it again next weekend for sure. Now folks, the sun is starting to head in that direction. I got a little bit more idling around to do. I think we got a good hour's worth of idling in today at various speeds. Doing this session 1 of the boater break-in period. But we caught some dinks, didn't go home skunked. Shoot, we probably had a dozen bass or so, biggest probably being 1.5 pounds, but hey, I'll take any fish on a day I go fishing, even when I'm not fishing. But the chatterbait went to work. We're gonna spend some time to learn this lake, and we'll see what happens. I hope y'all had a blessed Easter with your family, or at least some friends, loved ones. I'm out here with the gunner dog. But it's time to pack up, get home, get some Z's, and get ready for work in the morning. Y'all take care. Go outside when you can and make some memories. They last a lifetime.